Say no more, DartyG. We are on to your code session. Let's begin. You took Fleet, Resolve. You like Flash, so you went top and you take Flash CP. Do you take these runes when you play mid? It's fine. I'm bad anyway. No, I don't care if you're bad or good, man. Playing with friends is like a different atmosphere. Like if I'm going to play with somebody, I'm going to actually. The only time I ever duo queue to climb is like if I'm duo queuing to climb. But otherwise, if I'm going to play with friends, I'm not playing to necessarily climb. I'm playing to have fun and enjoy my time with my homies. So go look at Tesseract Dreams. That's my rune page on there. Tesseract Dreams. Like that's the is that the name of your other account? Or is this like a website? I've never heard of Tesseract Dreams. What am I looking for when I do Tesseract Dreams? I see. Okay. This is your silver. Okay, it's another account. Cool. So, I see. So this is what you run. Yeah, this is a much better. I'm going to use this as reference because I care more about using what you mainly run, and then this also has more game history. So I'm gonna do show more. Okay, so you play Zed, Katarina, and Tryndamere. This is actually a great kind of trifecta of champions you got going around. First off, you have your AP assassin. You then have your AD assassin, and then when all else fails, you just have Tryndamere. So this is actually, I really, really appreciate what you're doing right here. You have a lot of things going on. So I'm actually going to be coaching you on just your mid level of play. So mid lane. And we'll keep it at gold coaching because you're silver too. You're close enough there. You also got some good win rates here. All right. So let me see here. You pop off, remake, whatever. Oh, it looks like you. Oh no, you swapped with Lux here. So you were mid. Take a look at some things. He had damage. Looks very good. Yo, Lux damage though. How did Lux almost end up with the most damage on the team? That's crazy. So you had a few deaths here. You went Hex Tech. Another Vampiric Scepter? What's the second Vampiric Scepter for? You already have healing with Hex Tech. Why do you have a secondary Vampiric Scepter? I was support and trolling. Lux was middle? Okay. I mean, I don't know why you're trolling in ranked games, but okay. We'll move on. So you lost to this one. You were the ace. You did the most damage. Tryndamere here with like the lowest kill participation on the team was actually the MVP. I wonder why that was. You took a lot of CS. My team was flaming my Katarina pick at support. It doesn't matter. You just mute them. If you're trolling your team because they're flaming you, that's not a good way to climb. Because your team is always going to flame you. No matter how well you do or no matter how bad you do, people flame because people don't actually know what they're doing sometimes. So they look for an outside source to think of it like they're flaming you because they're venting. Because they're also stressed at whatever's happening in the game, even if it's something that is their fault. So, but they're just going to pick on the nearest person next to them because that's just what people do. So you want to just ignore that and you want to mute. Trolling isn't the right word. I had the best impact on my team. Katarina is in the support. Fucking, you could take anything in support in silver elo, man. It's fucking silver. You know what I used to do when I got filled climbing is I would do old Pantheon support, and I could probably learn new Pantheon to do him as the support role. But old Pantheon support was actually really strong because you'd land a stun and then you'd follow up with your full combo and ignite. And like if the AD carry knew how to fucking right click, you had a kill. Like that was literally it. Pantheon, my favorite ADCs to like go in with would be like Tristana with like her bomb and her jump. You could literally just one shot people. Once you got fed enough, you could just walk across the game and just start bobbing people. And most people are squishy because they don't build armor. My retarded roommate turned to the Wi-Fi off. How many crits did I miss? You missed. We did get the diamond too, But let me see here. So why? So you take Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, and Ravenous Hunter. That looks good. And then you have Triumph and Coup de Grace. Nice. So this is all good. Yeah, you don't really need any of these. Triumph I actually really like because this is what I used to take on my grass page for a while. Because, like, if I went in, right, I get ignited, but I get a kill afterwards, this gives you, like, the ability to sustain after that. So that's really nice. Double offense, and you took flex magic resist because you were laning. Wait, why do you have this? So you need to remember that you want to try and change your flex runes because you were laning against Kiana here. So you want to make sure you pay attention to flex runes. Otherwise, build. You bought 2 amplifying tomes here. Sold the refills. So you want boots first item. Well, let me see what happened here. Whoa. So it looked like you died to Kiana around the 3-minute mark. And then looks like you guys just kind of stayed even here. But then she ended up taking off. So compared to the enemy mid lane, looks like you just kind of just stayed even for most of the game, which is not really what you want to do. You want to try to be making a better impact than your enemy laner. That should be your first and foremost thought at the very start of the game, because that's all you can do. If your lane gets ahead against you, it makes it harder for you to then influence other things outside of the game, right? So just want to be careful of that. We got some team analysis here. I'm just picking on this game in particular because I just want to understand what went wrong. It looked like it was a hard game anyway. It looked like your team was just kind of throwing things, but this is also when your team starts making mistakes. These are the crucial times to look at, like, to make sure you are still playing the best you possibly could. You had the most gold earned. You had the most words placed. Wait, you had more words placed than Nautilus. Will you Katarina support again here? Or no? 4 deaths past the limit of 3. At least more kills than deaths. I mean, like, dying, like, this is fine. Dying 4 times, and how long was the game? 16 minutes, so it was an FF at 15, so that's not bad. It looked like this was just an unwinnable game. Let's just scroll up then. So your MVP, ace, you're doing a lot of work here. Let's look at your last 2 games then. I'm going to pick apart these, because these 2 games, it looked like you struggled a bit. So the enemy team had a Vayne top that ended up being the MVP, and you are playing Zed. This should not happen. If you're playing an assassin, your goal as an assassin is to try. I don't probably need to tell you that, but I'm gonna try to then figure out, like, why Vayne was able to do this to you. I really couldn't do anything to her since she had exhaust. Well, you don't do anything to her, like, in a 1v1 scenario, like, and even if she has exhaust to you. So let's look at exhaust rune for a moment, actually. So it exhausts target, reducing their movement speed and their damage dealt 40% for 2.5 seconds. So, damn. Yeah, so if you're going in for Zed bursts, yeah, exhaust actually makes that very hard. So you need to play with your team early. So that way, because this rune does ultimately cuck you. So you need to either go for your burst when she has exhaust down, or look for it on Vayne when you have other people focus fired on her. Otherwise, the next person to kill would be Sivir and Irelia. But yeah, that is really annoying. Damn. Okay. What has that dude done to my Gnar? It's an excellent question. It looks like he tried to go into a very aggressive Gnar build that did not happen to work out, as we see here. exhaust and tab eyes, and she had the GA. Yeah, that's really hard to deal with. All right, what happened here then? I'm gonna look more at the Katarina game here. Your damage is not strong. So again, you have magic resist runes here on your flex, and you're laning against a Zed. You want to make sure you try updating these every game you go into. This will actually like really, really, really help your lane. This Zed popped off. This Zed really popped off. Yeah, you played against a really good Zed player. This guy's already gold 3. Oh, but he's 261 games played. Never mind. He can't be that good. His Zed looks to be decent enough, but then I don't know. He seems to be in gold. So it took you 15 minutes to build a Hextech Gunblade. That's a pretty long time to finally get going. 10 minutes for just the Blygewater. If the Zed is ever like, if you feel like you're getting harassed a lot in lane, right? And like they have a lot of AD too, because they have Wukong top, and then they have the Zinx in the AD carry role. You can just rush tab eyes. Zed win rate isn't bad. Yasuo is holding him back big time. I mean, 54% of 50 and 45%. Those are both almost the same win rates, to be honest. Wait 1 second. Why did he get QSS? The enemy has like 1 stun. Well, I haven't finished looking through here. Yeah. Why do you have QSS? But there's not that much CC. There's Wukong ult, Malphite. And then the only other 2 CCs that I could see would be like Brand Stun and Zinc Strap. They're not a very like CC oriented team. They are a burst team. So they have to go in with either Wukong or Malphite and then combo the rest of them together. So you don't actually want to build CC for that. As if you're playing as Cat, you want to try and either play cleanup or you want to try to make picks. QSS is strong, but you said mid was camped by Malphite. So if you're mid lane, right? Because I have this happen all the time. If I'm playing mid, right, especially as Tryndamere, I get camped so hard by enemy junglers. So the best thing to do is like it looks like you bought a few pink wards, which is nice, but were the pink wards not helping you? You bought 4 pink wards. Where were you placing them? Because you're buying so many pink wards. Are they just getting taken down? Like here, you bought one and then you sold it for tab eyes. I had no lane pressure, so I just be pushed out by Malphite, and then they clear the vision. So, but I mean, where were you placing the pinks? Because the best place to play pinks would be in brushes that they don't normally walk through or would go through to clear. So where I usually place pinks would be in my favorite spots, right? Are on the bot. If you're looking at bot side, the top of the red buff in that ward, or just I guess either side, the top of the red buff, like that little brush there, or you can put them on the side river in the not the pixel brush, but I like the bush sometimes on the side of the wall, going either up and down the lane there by the dragon area, or vice versa for if you're looking at the top side of the map. So it's actually easy to play. Changed my mind. I'm pretty sure That's not a debate. All right, I'm getting off track here. So, yeah, I mean, if you're getting camped, you just want to you just want to try to do better at not getting camped. Then I guess I don't know. That's unfortunate. Otherwise, overall, I mean, you hard stomp everybody. I'm looking at like a lot of like MVPs here, and that's really strong, especially in silver. So like you already know how to hard carry down here. And it just looks like you just need to be a little more mindful of maybe some jungle pressure, and then later in game might have a big problem if you can't get a lead. So, but otherwise, that's kind of like the issue with assassins too. If you fall behind, it's difficult to come back. Okay. So we're just going to leave it right on this guy here. We don't need to really pay too much attention to the rest of the map from another viewpoint because we are in his mind. Here we go. So let's see what he does here. Minions here. Ivern top. Yeah, that would be a little troll. I played against that in a normal game, and it wasn't too bad until about like 15 minutes later when I became a champion and Ivern didn't. Okay, so this guy kind of let Vlad Q onto him. He didn't like E-spin, so he's respecting the Tryndamere a lot, which I don't like. He can honestly spin onto Vlad, especially like right here. There we go. All right, well, he only got an auto off. See, if he did it earlier, he would have been able to get so much more off there. Vlad didn't even get his phase rush proc there. Okay, got a cute little auto spin. And he hits level 2. Oh, unlucky crit, so he doesn't get that minion. He's looking to last hit here. So the problem with shoving Vlad in the mid lane is now, see where the wave is positioned? He's not able to actually spin and really get a good trade here. He hasn't warded anywhere for Warwick. You guys, you gotta put a ward there? Okay. What's the CS looking like? Yeah. We missed his cannon, I think. Alright, he sees Warwick. So he walks away. Nice. Yeah, fight that. Nice. Hey, that was good play. Auto attack him. All right. Hey, all right. That's good. Nice. I appreciate the flashback in to the kill on the Warwick. That was actually really good. That was probably the best that could have happened there. And then Kindred gets a kill from that. Even though your lane got a kill, you got a kill. Your lane is pushing towards you. That's really good. That was good play. Can I get a round of applause from my Twitch chat? Play was very good. Play was good. When a crit fucks over, clap. That's what I need to get for an emote. I need to get like me clapping so we can have some cheers when people do good things during because I think the big fear that people have about getting coaching is like they're afraid that we're gonna make fun of them when they do something wrong, and that's not true. We don't make fun of people when they make mistakes. What we simply do is we just eye them and we just look to ways to improve from those mistakes. Ooh, okay. So yeah, he's just gonna pool, but now his pool is down. And his pool is a long cooldown. At the same time, the wave's kind of pushed in, so all right, this guy's gonna ward that side of the map now. All right, he needs to shove all this in. CSing so far is good. He doesn't. Yeah, he can't really do anything about that. Yeah, I wouldn't have bothered walking up for Warwick. Alright, Warwick's just going to walk across the lane. Nice. And then he's going to walk back top side. Alright, he doesn't have a ward for Warwick. He sees him though. Nice. Q heal. Nice. Very well played. I really liked how he utilized the raptor camp, the pit of the raptor camp, so he could hide himself from vision and then come out when they weren't expecting him to with his spin. That was really good. Right, he lands the cannon there and he hits 6. Our boy is doing very well right now. We are appreciating so far the Tryndamere play. Anyway, I'm out of here. Work is done for the day. Hey, Ash Hunt, appreciate you coming to do. All right, so Darius managed to get a kill on the Mord there. I'm pretty sure Darius scales very well over Mordekaiser with his ultimate, so Mord has to be very careful in that lane now. Because Darius is going to hit 6. Now Mord is, he's going to be in trouble. Tryndamere, I will... Ooh. Okay, he really, yeah. After phase rush, you can't really get too much. But he's waiting to spin back in. No? Nice. Got pool. Oh, ghost. Yeah, fuck him up. Fuck him up. Hey. Oh. All right, so he didn't need to press R there because he had Q heal. But you know what? That was very well done. Otherwise, he got the kill. And he's moving, dude. Our boy is smoothing in this mid lane, my dude. Mord steals like 120% of your stats. Yeah, but Darius bleed though. Darius bleed is like really OP. All right, this work isn't gonna fuck with our boy. All right, so he's gonna take the plate, and yeah, he should just leave. He's gonna leave. Very nice. Hey, good stuff. I like this reset here. So he has the redo bead because he wasn't sure if he was going to go Tiamat, and then he backed for BF sword earlier. So I'm thinking, wait, why would he go back to the lane now? Wait, he had a chance to B, and then he stayed, and then he walked back to the lane when there weren't even any minions to farm and soak up. That was kind of questionable. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Looks like he's trying to fight again. But he like. It would just be better if he backed. Like, if he backed, he would be in lane by now, right here, with, like, probably a completed item. I'm pretty sure he can complete Essence Reaver. Vlad's gonna ult. He can just re-engage, dude. Oh. Kid dude's gonna come in. Oh, he's fucked. Okay, they're gonna get a flash. Secure his cannon. Alright, good stuff. Wait, Vlad's still trying to be in the lane? Spin on him. Walk up and spin on him. You gotta think about Warwick, though. Actually, yeah, you don't want to spin on him. Warwick, stop. Forget what I said. That was boosted. Woo! That boy did the spin flash! Hey, I forgot he had flash, too, with Ghost. Hell yeah. That was clean! Our boy is clean, dude! Yo, this is hype. Wisdom, press X to see the gold. We absolutely will. He has more than enough for Essence Reaver. He's backing for Essence, boots, what else? And a dagger. Nice. Yeah, my boy said, Tiamat, who needs that? Now you can just build crit and 1v9 this game. Vladimir with the lowly Kindlegrim just has some health. He hasn't even finished tabbies yet. What's up? What's up, bear? Good girl. Hey, yo. We are watching some Tryndamere. Yes, kitty. I know. You love Tryndamere. Yes, you do. Alright. Alright, Eastman doesn't have a tower. Tryndamere's ghost. Oh, yeah. Just, yeah, mess him up. Mess him up, my dude. Alright. Yo, we got this. Yo, this is some fantastic gameplay. So now let's see what he goes from here, though. He's squashing his lane. He's gonna wait right here. Yeah, you go top, take the tower. I'm okay with this. So it looks like bot also is winning their lane, and there isn't anybody else bot side. So to just go top after Darius dies and take this top brick is really good macro, and I really like this. He's a solo kills Vladimir on site. Anytime he sees Vladimir dies. All right. I would take Krugs here. I would check if Krugs were up, and I would absolutely try to take them here, but he's going to be. Taking Krugs here is good for two reasons. One, not only is it free farm, but you deny Warwick and Darius or anyone else the ability to also take this, like, just extra pile of gold and XP here. So think about it like this, right? This is a resource your enemy can use because it's on their side of the map. When you have map control, you want to limit their pool of available resources. And a great way to do that is by taking not just their farm and their towers, but their jungle camps. And Tryndamere is a perfect champion to take jungle camps. XP is actually quite mediocre without smite. It's mediocre, but it's still good. The gold is what I would do it for. So this man just goofed. He's dead. Wait. My dude. Can I Mia ping? I can't Mia ping. I can't ping him. Alright, well anyways, he left him alone there to just walk down here. I don't know why he just gave Vlad an opportunity to farm Scuttle. But that was pretty BM. I'm gonna respect it though. I think we're actually gonna be okay with that. That was some mad quality BM. I think he knows, for all of us watching here, we didn't care how many times he kills Vladimir. He tried to get around the ult there. It would have been better to just back around this way, because I think he got creep blocked around here, but it's alright. They're going to Herald bot. This is looking like an absolute stomp of a game. So, our boy is so far playing this damn near perfect, if I can say so myself. Alright, so he's gonna go top side now. He doesn't need to go bot. Waves pushed in. There's nothing there, so he goes top. Again, excellent macro choice right here. Spin over that wall. The red buff comes up. He knows the red buff is up. Okay, here we go. Mess him up. Q heal. And he's out. Very nicely done. And he gets away. Darius is kind of just left going, well, fuck. And nice. Good shit, good shit. Are you already out of your game, Darty? I mean, it is close to 15 minutes, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just surrendered at 15. And you're just kind of just chilling in the chat, watching us admire your... No, it's still going. What are you doing? What are you doing in my Twitch chat, then? Go play your game. You silly goose. Silly goober. I'm stomping, don't worry. I mean, it's kind of hard to throw a lead like this. The question is, will your team throw this lead like this? All right, you're going down bottom now. What gold do you have on you? You're sitting on some gold, but I mean, I do this all the time, so you just have to think about, like, what is it that's like your main objective here? You have flash up still. You have your ult up soon. You definitely could be with your team here. Yeah, now you're going for just Scuttle? Why aren't you just trying to end the game, dude? Your team's like trying to end the game and you're doing Scuttle crap, man. Well, I don't know. Like, you let Vladimir do Scuttle Crab, and then now you're taking it. I don't really understand the weird sayings of priority. Alright, this is... Okay, this is kind of troll here. So, I'm going to pause... Oh, wait, I can pause it because it's nice. Okay. So, let's move it back here. Back. So he went bot when his team's doing an engage here, which is okay. But then when he sees this going on, right? Now he's not pushing the bot way forward. Now, he prioritized Scuttle over pushing this free farm. This free farm would have done two things. One, it would have pathed you closer to your team, so you might actually be able to get into the team fight here. But then, yeah. I don't really know why he went Scuttle. Whatever. And then now he's going top. Tryndamere is kind of like in his own little world right now. Alright. Like, if he was like fighting with the team here, he'd be doing a lot more. He's taking Krugs here now instead of before, which is like really weird. Because now, like, this is the part where you want to like push in late. League of Legends equals team game. Amen, dude. You gotta help your team. You gotta think, what are you doing to not just help you, but also help your team? Like, you can solo carry without your team as Tryndamere, but like, when you can play this as a team game and win, it's not just better, it's easier to do. Like, think about like what's just easier. He's gonna get that tower. All right, so now all the tier 1 towers are down. All their tier 2 towers are down. They literally just have inhibs to take. So now he needs to find a way to kill those inhibs. He also hasn't backed yet. He's sitting on so much gold. He's literally sitting on 6k gold. I think he's doing a 10k gold challenge on stream for us, boys. We're watching a 10k gold challenge Tryndamere right here. If he doesn't win, though, we get to flame him for sure. Alright, he sees Vlad trying to farm. I thought he was going to farm the Krugs there before Vlad, because kind of just wasted W. Vlad can't get away, though. And, yep, he's done. Okay. Now, if you didn't waste the W, right? Waited until he, like, 100% was trying to, like, run away from you. I think it would have been better. You didn't use any summoners for that, though, which was good. And Vladimir burned Flash. So it still worked out, but I think holding the W definitely would have needed to be done there. He wants to split push really bad. I get that he wants to split push. It's just like, he doesn't need to. He could just be right here and just be like, what up? I'm ending the game. Alright, so taking all the buffs. This is okay. I think he's doing a 10k gold challenge. Meaning he needs 4 more K. He's at 6k right now. Well, this is another 300. Brand just missed everything. Wait, he's ghosting? Okay. I really wish I could Mia ping in replays just for the comedic value. Like, this tower is so low. He could have just been hitting that. Man. He needs to find a way to end this game. Alright, so he does back. What does he buy? He buys Infinity Edge. He buys Stinger. And he buys Phase. Okay, so he doesn't do the 10k gold challenge. Why does he still have this Reju bead? It would be better to have pink wards at this point. This Reju bead isn't, like, doing anything for him. Pink wards would be way more valuable in this instance because he could both deny enemy vision and secure vision for his team. Well, that was something. I thought you were going to do the 10k gold challenge, my dude. Alright, so you're splitting bot here. This is fine. This is kind of where you want to be at this point because you can just hit this bot tower and then maybe go middle if Mordekaiser will stop jerking off and doing raptors. Okay. Well, Darius is no pull. I would do the same thing. Take the tower. Now take the champion. Ooh, your Varus had some moves. All right, nice. You get that. Go over middle. Why not actually, you see the rest of the team over here. Why not just take the Nexus towers? I would have just taken the Nexus towers, dude. You only have Vladimir in the base. Some shortcuts to ending this game. We're taking the long cuts today. This is like the scenic vista of Tryndamere backdoors. Take care of minions first. Ooh. Well, he's going to get pulled here by Darius. So he kind of inted for that one. Alright. Ults. Alright. Mordekaiser and Vayne are just duking it in the pit right now. Brand lands a stun this time. The top inhibitor died to minions. Vayne gets killed for a triple to Brand. Okay. Okay. So when are we going to take these towers down? Right now it looks like Varus has had enough. Ooh, nice ulti. Brand has the right idea. Flash from Warwick. Ults. Gets him. Alright, you're just kind of there. Alright, so I played versus Warwick top the other day. That shit's annoying. You can't spin into him. He'll just use E and Q onto you when you run back. Fear follows you. Yeah, I mean, you have to all-in Warwick, basically. So, like, you can just play with Ignite, though, and just, like, beat him up. Like, you just get full Fury, and then, like, if he does that shit, just fucking, like, crit him. Like, you have to make positive trades then. So, all right. So, flame time. Nah, you did really well. There's not a lot of things here, honestly, that I can tell that would, you know, like, would be mad impactful to your game. However, just a couple of things here. So first off here, the early part of the lane, right? The easiest way to play it against Vladimir would be to let Vlad shove just a little bit, so you position the wave here instead of here. This is because, like, look at, like, where you are in respect to, like, health and stuff. Now, if Vlad had some balls here, he would wait for his Q, right? And he'd probably try to, like, go in and, like, I don't know, look to kill you here. But instead, he autos minions, and he doesn't actually follow up with his jungler, even right here. So, like, because of the wave position here, if this was, like, if the Vlad was a little more, like, not scared, he could, like, he would play a little more aggressive in this instance, because, like, you're gonna, Warwick's right here to defend him. Like, he should be going for maximum damage for his trade, looking for like a way to just try to kill you. So otherwise though, you got the solo kill on him later. You path up here to defend your jungler, which was good. So you ghost right away. You flash back auto to secure the kill, and then Vlad dies to Kindred. So I don't think that was actually bad. That was actually really good. And I liked it because you have the wave that's pushing to you. You guys definitely win this 2v2. So it sucks that you died, but while you died, you both got way more out of it than they did. You got Works Flash there. You burned both sums, but then Vlad burned sums, and then he just dies. So.
We take our mark. Only to place it elsewhere.
So again, like here, you don't really have any good way to kill him here. Going up here to just say hi to work, this is just wasting a lot of time. Unless you're like looking to put wards or something, that's not really needed. It's kind of awkward watching this, listening to this without minion sounds and stuff like that, but so this I liked. You kill Vlad and then you go top. This was really good because you could help take down the top tower when Darius was down. I really liked that. So right here, I can't tell if this was because you like, wait, what? No, game, what? Okay, I guess. Apparently I accidentally clicked out of the replay. So I got to go to your profile. I go back into your replay. You wanted to pop the vision cone? I see. I thought you were going to say hi to work because you like had vision of him on the map or something. That makes sense then. Fox, even if he has exhaust, if you run ignite, you could definitely just still kill him with lethal tempo. Because you stop his healing and then you still do damage. Even if he's cutting 40% of your damage. Yeah, okay, he's cutting 40% of your critical strikes. You basically want to fight him when your auto attacks are just going to be stronger. If he took PTA, I might be a little concerned. But, I don't know. You could still, I feel like, play around that. No problem. All right, so we're going to go back here. That was good. All right, so I'm trying to find... So right here. How come you didn't just like kill him? Did you actually like not see him here? Or is this like high level BM that my feeble mind is blown away that you're able to get away? You were panning bot lane? Okay. Yeah, whenever you pan bot lane, you want to pan, but then you also want to double check, especially if there's somebody like your lane missing, like where they are on the map. Because things that look good don't always stay good, right? So imagine this, right? You're looking bot lane, you're seeing, okay, maybe they just killed the AD carry, right? But what if top is porting, support and jungle are here, really strong, maybe you don't have your jungle here, and then your mid is coming through, right? You have to get ready for a lot more. Wait, toggle Fog of War for a second? Sure thing. Oops, well, Fog is toggled. I got to toggle it for blue team. Wait. Okay, never mind. I guess it wasn't as obvious as I thought it was, but that's still really funny. I mean, you did see him, like, technically, like, right here. He must have just been panned at bot for just a little bit. That's actually hilarious. So, this is why, also, sometimes if I'm going to make a roam, right, a ward behind me, just to also cover up the trail to make sure I'm not being followed by any unwanted visitors here. Although, you have all your three, lanes, your jungler and then your 2 bot laners are alive, so I've died countless times panning another lane. I don't even realize, and my screen turns gray. Damn. Yeah, you want to just take a quick look, and you can use hotkeys. I don't use hotkeys. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe I can't do it in the replay mode, but I'm pretty sure there are hotkeys to pan your vision to certain champions. And being able to pan your vision to certain champions allow you to, without having to use your mouse and look at your mini map and not like take some off your screen, it would make it so you can just flash for the lane a second and then you can, go back to your normal vision. So, yep. I know LS spams that a lot, so it's kind of like a meme, but it's not like a bad thing to do sometimes. I think that's number 1 through F or F1. I think you're right, Lunar. So anyways, so then after this, right? So you push up here. This is all fine and dandy. You kill Darius here. I mean, not Darius, Warwick. Fine and dandy. Alright, so now this is where things are a little weird. Okay? You see that there's this bot wave that's pushing in, right? And I agree that you should answer the wave here. This is because you don't need to play with your silver and gold teammates here, even though you guys are winning beautifully. But you can end the game faster if they are also winning, and then you're pushing a lane. But then you go back into the jungle. Now, you have more minions here, which is more gold and more XP than the scuttle crab that you're about to farm. That it also paths you closer to the action that is happening in mid lane, so you can cover for your team in case anything goes wrong. You can get some free cleanups, or perhaps roam there to make a game-changing decision to just end the game faster. So choosing to take the scuttle crab here is it's not worth. This is definitely a kind of troll decision. We don't want to take the scuttle crab here. Doesn't really matter how fast you can take it. And then you don't actually go back bot. You go top. And the reason why I don't like you going top, right, is because you have this tower here that they can't actually defend because your team is trying to siege middle. But they're now able to defend it because your team is covering this space now instead of just this space where you could have been right here and you could have been influencing this, so maybe Brand wouldn't have been shut down. They wouldn't have been able to go over here to fight because now you're here, and then your team can still do things in the mid lane and you can do things in the bottom lane. So, I mean, like, you get stuff because, like, you get minions and you're getting this tier 2 top tower, but like this doesn't get you as much as if you just went over here for the tier 3. I would have stayed focused right here. Try to think not just what's like the easiest objective to get, but also what's the best. Because honestly, this was probably both the easiest and the best to get. Because like you had to path all the way top tower to go over there. And while you did get it, like that was a lot of time that just kind of went on, and the games is still going. If you have to make these decisions when your team is behind, right? All right, so this too. I want to talk about how you used your W. You see Vlad, this is good. Take him apart, make sure he never scales into the game. Do not use your W here. What you instead want to do is you just want to spin on him. You only want to use your W for when he's turning away. So anyways, you managed to just walk up auto attack, which is even better. So now, imagine if you had your W right here. It would reduce the, actually, no, you'd wait for Phase Rush to wear off. So his Phase Rush is still going. So you'd want to wait. Now his Phase Rush is off. So now you could have used your W here. Oh, you use it then. I guess it didn't really matter then. Huh. It really didn't matter when you use your W. You're just that fed. Then I'm going to write that one off then. I think the early W was still not the strongest W. But, like, because you have your cooldowns and you're just massively fed, doesn't matter. Now, again, your team is diving over here. They're trying to siege middle. You go back bot side. So you make it all the way over here. No, I love how nobody paths to like help this Vlad. Nami's like just like fuck. So Vlad just dies. And then instead of like helping your team right here, you just leave. And you farm Gromp. You had a big wave helping here. I would have definitely, again, try to take this tier 3 tower. Like, this would end the game faster. Like, your team is massively ahead. You don't have to, like, do these, like, crazy splits. While this is, like, good, this is only, like, really good if your, like, team is behind. If your team is ahead, you're trying to close out the game as fast as possible. So, like, the way you close out this game was actually, you drew it out longer than it needed to go out. It wasn't by much, but it was definitely there. So, Brand misses stun. You burn Ghost trying to chase Warwick, even though your team doesn't actually have any more control over this area. They all backed off because they reset, which you should have done a long time ago. After you killed Vlad, if you weren't going to help your team here, resetting would have been really good. Resetting would have been good because you have a lot of fucking gold, dude. You have a lot of gold. So anyways, you reset finally after wasting a lot of time, but okay. So you go back bottom. This is the objective I think you could have hit like forever ago. This was great. You just take the tower and then you just kill Darius. Darius is letting you hit the tower. Amazing. You're just going ham because you're fed. This is all good. I like it. Take this. Yeah, you don't need to go over there. You can just take this wave. I like the decision that you're doing here, actually. Because, like, you could go over there, but splitting mid is actually, like, free, and you're right here. So, yeah, just end the game faster. So this, I don't like. So, you see Vlad, and you're trying to kill him, right? But look where you left the inhib. So remember, he has phase rush, so you actually can't catch him initially unless you're like really hunting him down. But you'd have to hunt him down behind these towers. So like as soon as he procs his phase rush here, you would just be looking to finish this. Finish the objective first before you try any of this, if you can help it. Because this objective was way more like potent to winning the game than trying to just get mad kills and just freestyle. At the same time, I understand you're fed and you want to just pull on some swagness. It's a nice nice little ult reflex there though. Kindred comes up and does manage to get it though. So that's another thing. That play wouldn't have happened like that if you just kind of if you took that inhib, you could have just turned and would have been over. Alright, anyway, so we gotta wait. And then you come back here and you end it. All right. So overall, this was a great game for you. You definitely played like really well. Why can't I get out of here? There we go. I thought I hit my escape key. All right. So now what I do, I bring out the notes. So we're just going to use this for reference. We're going to change the name afterwards. You're not Owen on Osu. Wait, I just realized I copy pasted this. This is oh yeah, this was Owen. Yep. You are a DartyG. And this is the 13th. All right. So what I do, I give you 3 things to improve first. Then I tell you 3 things to change. These are things that you want to either start doing or start doing. Stop doing or start doing. And then 3 things to keep doing. Okay? So one thing I want you to improve is there was a time when you casted your ult you didn't need to and your W when you didn't need to. So just try to reserve cooldowns. Don't rush to burn abilities. When you have more reservation with your cooldowns, it allows you to both save your cooldowns for other facets of play, but also not use it, and then you don't have it for later, and then it kind of bites you in the ass. So it wasn't that big of an issue in this game, but it might be in the future. I used ult one time because I thought I needed the Nimbus Cloak to catch Vlad with phasers. I think you ghosted, so you were more than okay. You did not need the Nimbus Cloak speed on top of the Ghost speed. But unless the Ghost speed was off, then maybe I would consider it. It is smart to use the Nimbus Cloak speed, so that is a good thing. I thank you for telling me that that would justify it. Absolutely. So I'll just put in parentheses W use. So also is screen panning. You want to watch your step because you missed a Vlad. There could have also been other things too. So you just want to be careful when you do screen panning because you want to be aware as to where you're going. Let's see. Otherwise, the other thing too, though, was I'll put it in the to improve would be the rotation, the split rotations. Actually, no, I was gonna put that right in things to change. Honestly, these are really like the only 2 things that I saw you doing that while you had good use of them, they could be better use. Yeah, I'll just go down to things to change. I'll let the third thing come to me later. We're definitely going to do the macro split rotation here. This has to change. You don't need to go. You don't go from bot to top if tier 3 is open. Just hit that tier 3. Oh, you know what? We'll put this here. App awareness to team fights and pressure, because this ties in with this. Because you missed like some of the fights that you could have joined in with or split or pathed to, you missed on a few big things. You had good moments. You had strong early rotations. Mid-game roams were poor. The mid-game roams were not strong. He needs to ward more. He didn't buy a single pink. I don't think that was an issue, though. And when I was looking on his OP, I mean, let's bring the OP back up here. It looks like he does buy some control words. Like you see, he bought like 4 control words this game. So I don't think that's an issue of warding. So we're gonna let that one go. I think he did fine. Like overall, he played this out really well. We're looking for more of like the macro fixes. So like the macro split rotation was really bad towards the mid game. Whenever possible, you just want to finish the objective that you're doing. You did this the first time, and then you didn't do this the second time when you were on the inhib. And then you also don't wait to back with gold, even though what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna put stars next to it because you were really fed, and this didn't really like change too much, except this tied in with some empty roams. There was some time was wasted where you just kind of like were like farming like scuttle and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I usually buy pick words on every back, but I don't think I needed them this game. You did not need them this game. No, you did fine. So the things that you're doing though, which are fantastic. Oh wait, hold on. We're gonna remove this. Because that's actually not a... I forgot. I didn't put this in here. Hold on. Wave management. Okay. Let baddies push the wave more forward so you can all in make better trades. All right. You missed CS and you missed better punishes by like pushing in the wave into his tower. The wave was like closer to his turret, and you want the wave closer to your turret. So focus a little bit more on wave management, especially against like phase rush Vlad, because not only is that really strong for disengage, it's really strong for re-engage. So that's what you have to look for. Think about it like this. You could be thinking, oh man, I got his pool, but then his jungler comes and then he pulls out, and then he immediately pulls back in with the movement speed bonus he got from phase. Well, I'm going to go to work. You have work tomorrow? All right. Later, duck picks. You have a good one. I was supposed to get in the wave to take his team's topside jungle, but it was down every time I tried. But I'm talking, this is the early part of the lane. Early part of the lane. Early lane. Because you're level 2, level 3, you are not going to be taking raptor camps, right? You don't do raptor camps level 2, level 3. So you don't need, you just need to focus on this for the early lane. All right. Now I'm going to also just put in a little, just a slight tip here. This is something a little extra that kind of fits in the room for things to improve and things to change. And that would be early ward in enemy raptor pit helps scout jungle path. So when you put a ward in the raptor pit, you want to put it, if you can do this at the very start of the game, this helps you identify not just where Warwick is on the map, because putting a ward in the mid, like the side brush, it was okay, but if like say like Warwick flash fears you, right? There's no outplay to that. So if you have a better general idea as to where the jungle is, rather than trying to put the ward on when he's going to gank, put it on where the jungle, like his general area and destination, then you can figure out his pathing, and then you know if he's trying to gank your lane before he's actually ganking your lane. So this is something that's really strong when playing mid, and that will help you out a lot. we're in the pit. You actually don't want it necessarily in the pit, but just outside of it. I will go back into this replay and I will show you exactly what I mean, right? So now, say this is more for if you are shoving in the lane right here, okay? Just a little bit earlier. So right here, see where the minions are? Now since you have this, you have to walk up to last hit, right? What you could do during this time, right? Or during the early part before the minions spawn, you could put a ward right here. In this general area. And what this will do, this will scout if Warwick comes up from this path to go red. This will scout if Warwick's going into Raptors. This will also scout if Warwick is heading out here. And that's really important because that helps you know, and your top lane know, generally where Warwick's presence is. So this ward is really strong early. So we'll skip ahead. So like right here, you made that kind of trade, and now you're kind of like pooping your pants because of work. If you had the ward here, you could already know if he was topside because you would see him right there. You would also see that he was level 2 and he started his red buff. So say you were in a lane that was like you weren't like this and you were kind of healthy. I like this by taking fleet. And your jungler has prio, you could ping your jungler that you want to fuck with somebody like on the red buff. So this didn't really matter too much this game because you used it as a defensive ward. But if you want to play it more like offensively or vice versa, super defensively, you could put it here. How do I get over there? Just walk around. You could just ward from like right here. If you like walk right along this wall and then stand here and then click right here, you can put the ward right here. Right here or here. So like I said, this is like the ideal spot, but if you stand here, you can put a ward like right on this end, and that will actually cover all 3 of those options. So yeah, I should just say right here. This is like where I usually put it. I only like walk up to here if I'm like, you know, I just shoved in a lane. So this is when you're like, if you're subbing in a mid lane all the way in, right? Level 1, which is better to do because rather than just let the wave crash, you have 2 options. You can either let Vladimir slow push this so the wave ends up here, or you can shove in level 1 so the wave will bounce and then refresh towards you at level 2, or vice versa. You shove it in all the way level 2 before the next cannon wave at level 3. Either way, however you do it, you want the ward right here if you are planning on shoving in the lane. So that's I just realized I had my notepad document covering most of that. Fuck, hold on. I'm like moving my mouse around and my notepad document's in my way. Where is my, how do I get my notepad out of here? Freaking Streamlabs changing out their layout so I can't see shit. All right, bam. Now you can actually see what I'm talking about. Hold up. Right here. This. If you walk along this wall, click right here, boom, the ward will end up anywhere on this wall, and you're Gucci. All right, but now we're going to just bring it back up the list, because the things you were doing were you played well, you synchroed with your jungle very well. So you made that good shot call with Kindred. And I encourage you to make more of those shot calls with your jungler as well. And I also think you maybe listen to Kindred's call I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was you pinging that you wanted to fight it. Let me go back here. How do I see it at? Yep. So Kindred's pinging right here. So you walk over. Oh, so you ping, be careful. And you go in anyway. Yeah. Oh, this was good. You played that very well. I could see why you didn't exactly want it at first, but then you ended up making that work. So I'm actually going to change my note then. I thought you were pinging to do that. So anyways. So good recovery on the 2v2. Played really well with jungle. Nice. Next thing is good job big dickin' your lane with fedness. You utilize your lead to wrap him up. So like you got fed and you're using your fedness to just make sure Vladimir had no impact on the game. And that's really strong. So good for you on that one. And then overall though, the early rotations, top and bot tier 1s to secure towers were strong. Good stuff. Noxian Corrosive, mate. Hey, what's up? What's up, Cries? Havoc? Yeah, we've been chilling at 20 to 20. I think we peaked 20, 27, 28 viewers today. Yeah, we got some people who are digging the Tryndamere, both the diamond and a diamond play, and then now the coaching. So you off to bed, Lunar? Happy crit. Thanks, dude. May all your dreams be filled with beautiful right-clicking. All right. So the last thing. Oh, wait. I just realized I wrote a ton of stuff in my notes, and I disabled putting it back in my notes. I am boosted. All right. Here we go. So what I wrote down here, I gave you three things. I gave you good recovery on the 2v2. Played really well with jungle. Good job, big dick in your lane with fedness. You utilized your lead to wrap him up. The Vladimir had nowhere to go. You took Flash Ghost. He didn't take Ghost. He took Phase Rush and Ignite. He had no TP. He had no way to get back into the game, and you made sure to hold him down. And then the early rotations in the game, these were strong. It's the macro split rotation in mid game. This is what you have to change. This stuff, you could have ended the game much faster, but you chose to like make a bunch of weird decisions to farm like camps, like scuttle and stuff, and like roam from one side of the map to the other for a tier 2. So, all right. Now, lastly, what I do is I give you some homework. And I'm going to tell you to this is something I also have to work on, so don't think that this counts of like towards me. And then also we're going to do this one. And we're going to do this one. All right. So, if you're in my Discord, I don't want to copy paste all of this. Yikes. Coaching for DartyG. Yeah, let me message me on Discord. I will copy the actual dude. I'll take the coaching after this one. Perfect. The actual dude, are you Noxian Corrosive, mate? I'm going to assume you are, but I'm looking for now DartyG. DartyG, if you can message me on Discord. I have the same name, Wisdom. So just message me. I know who you are. I will copy pasta this to you. And then Noxian, we will get right on to your code success, then, my dude.